Hey everyone, I'm National Master Alex King for Cool Math Games, and this is Chess Master Tips and Tricks. Today I'm going to show you a few simple ways to start the game strong. And that means playing good moves in the opening, which is the first 5-10 moves of the game. Now what you don't want to do in the opening is waste time moving random pieces and pawns and just hoping for the best. That's usually going to end in a disaster, especially if you're playing an experienced player like me. The best way to start strong is to develop your knights and bishops first. And that's what we're going to talk about in this video. So let's go to the board. All right, now what do I mean when I say develop your knights and bishops? Developing a piece means bringing it off its starting square and into the action. So I could develop this knight on the first move, since it can jump over other pieces. But if I want to develop this bishop, I need to move a pawn out of the way and clear a path. So that's why I think the best starting move is with a center pawn, because now this bishop is open to be developed, and if possible, I'd like to move my other center pawn as well. Now both of my bishops can be developed easily. Notice that if black makes some kind of mistake like this, these guys can already jump out and start doing damage. But even if black doesn't do something bad like that, let's say black still lets me just develop my knights and my bishops wherever I want. Well, I'm going to develop them like this, toward the center. The center is these four squares in the middle of the board. And I like to develop my pieces toward the center because a piece close to the center, like this guy, is attacking and defending a lot more squares than a piece like this that's just home asleep in bed, only attacking 3 squares. All right, so now that I've got my knights and my bishops developed, I'm ready to castle. And overall, I'm just going to have a great position for the middle game. Now let's take a look at some common opening mistakes. One mistake that I see from inexperienced players is developing the queen or the rooks first. Why is that usually not a good idea? Well, those pieces are valuable, and if you bring them out too soon, they might not be safe. In fact, they could even get captured if you're not careful. For example, if you start off like this, trying to develop your rook first, I'm going to move a center pawn and open up my bishop. And if you develop your rook here, I just munch it. So you lose a rook for a bishop already, which is a bad trade for you. Now let's say I'm playing black and I develop my queen first, like this. Well, you don't have to be scared of this queen. You could already start attacking it, like this. So I have to run away. And now you could attack me again by opening up your bishop. And I have to run away again. And now you could develop that bishop and attack me again. And notice I can't take your bishop because it's protected. So I have to run away again. And now you could develop your other bishop and attack me again. So look at what's happened. You've got 4 pieces developed. I've only got 1 because I've just been moving my queen around 1,000 times. And you're ready to castle, and I'm not. So you're just crushing me here. Another mistake I see inexperienced players make a lot is only moving pawns and not developing any pieces. So let's say white starts off like this, just moving a side pawn and not really helping anything to be developed or doing anything at all. So I open up my bishop, and white moves another side pawn like this. Maybe white is even like scared of developing his pieces or something. So I bring my knight out, and white moves another pawn, and I develop my bishop, and white moves another pawn. And now, can you see what really strong move I have? Boom. I can bring my queen out and checkmate white. So this is what happens when one side is only moving pawns and the other side is developing pieces. Now, I know I said earlier that developing the queen early can be risky, but of course all rules have exceptions. So here, bringing the queen out is obviously good because it wins the game immediately by checkmate. And I would definitely bring my queen out if I can capture something big for free. But if I don't see any good opportunity like that, I'm probably just going to stick with developing my knights and bishops first. So here's a quick roundup of what we've learned. Develop your knights and bishops first, toward the center. Don't just waste time moving pawns. And be careful with your queen and your rooks so they don't get chased around or captured. If you can keep those 3 things in mind the next time you play, you're going to start strong, and I bet you're going to win more games too. Once again, I'm National Master Alex King for Cool Math Games. Check out our other videos, and thanks for watching.